the Mandela effect phenomenon affecting humans and their reality.
The Mandela effect challenges everything we all believe. It's quite fascinating, yet disturbing at the same time. Everything we touch, smell, taste, and see, is it real? And are we real? The Mandela effect challenges what we see. I see this here. I turn away. I go back. And it is different.
As we move through the stages of life, are we always one step behind our actual reality?
Is it really Oscar Mayer baloney? Or is it Oscar Mayer? And is it Sex in the City? Or Sex and the City? And now, is the hot toy on pre-order? Or is it waitlisted?
And what exactly is controlling these changes to our reality? So I do think you have to ask yourself, are aliens manipulating our hot toys reality? There is a doorway that leads to the notion that life here began out there, far across the universe. Join Aries Tarrington as he embarks on a quest to uncover ancient action figures, not only on planet Earth, but in other realities and other Earths across the universe. Alright, so within this episode, we're going to get an update on this Spider-Man 3. Toby McGuire has all the versions hit the waitlist. And look at here with this Iron Man, this quarter-scale Iron Man, low stock remaining warning at $645. Another one from the Ahsoka series line, Captain Enoch, low stock remaining warning as well. Of course, the Ben Affleck Batman now gets a low stock remaining warning, as well as is the Black Manta here from the latest Aquaman film as well. And of course, Ashe, a low stock remaining warning. You have to wonder if there's going to be anything left on pre-order. We're going to dive into that within this episode for sure. Plus some market updates. How is Crosshair doing? This just sold for $920, not including the $25 in shipping and not including taxes. Over $1,000. And we're going to talk about that. Plus, you can see some of our regular grails. You can see this here. Well over $900, close to $1,000 for this particular Vader and Grand Moffat Tarkin 2-pack for sure. Listen, I've got the constellations right here, baby. Look at that pop open. Now they're all moving. Yeah, let's take a look here. Let's drink down some of the knowledge. Let's go ahead and dive into all of this right now. All right, and welcome everyone to another episode of the Aries Character Show, right here at the 6 Scale Cantina. Let's go ahead and dive right into it. So, there's a whole lot that's going to be hitting the wait list. We're going to be diving into that very, very shortly. Stay tuned. Make sure you smash that like button. If this is the first time you're watching this channel, don't forget to also subscribe. Of course, Reverend Possible, Captain Crunch, Dr. Wonder, the Hot Toys Wizard, TK FOMO, they will all appreciate your support. To all my ancient action figure theorists out there, let's go, baby. Yeah, so you see right here, some of these grails, like Grand Moff Tarkin and Vader, they're going to do well within the secondary market. You can see this right here, converted over $871.87 US, not including the $50.86. So well over $925, actually $1,000, for this 2-pack. Absolutely unbelievable for sure. So, these grails, they're holding up. They still hold up, especially when they're in really good and impeccable condition, like you see here, that's on the screen. But it's every grail. Grails of the past holding up to the same value. And I say, no, there's not. There's definitely a lot of, there's a lot of anticipation that Hot Toys is going to 2.0 a lot of these old grails. Should we really think that Grand Moff Tarkin here and the original A New Hope Darth Vader would never, ever, ever be 2.0'd? And listen, you have to think differently with all the 2.0s and reiterations of figures that are coming out. Look, I mean, if you're holding on to this and thinking that this is a forever 2-pack and there's not even a possibility that this would come out, and you're banking on this being worth $1,000, $1,200 from now until the end of time, and possibly even increasing in value, you may have to reconsider that. Because once these action figures in the secondary market, they start getting 2.0'd, it's a different story. Like you're seeing right here, let me bring up for instance. You can see this from an outstanding seller with 55,928 feedback. Look for a DX17, $305, new. And there's a picture of the shipping box, baby, with 32 bids, and not a penny more. Excuse me, not a penny more. Over $305, not including the near $30 in shipping, not including taxes. This was, once upon a time, a grail. Until, of course, now you could get this figure, the 2.0 version of it. And it's the same thing with the regular version of this particular figure without the speeder, DX16. And only $220.50, not including the $11.97 in shipping. And again, another outstanding seller with 198 feedback. All 100% positive. Look, if it's been out there, there is a great chance that it's going to be 2.0. And even some of your 2.0s may get some different variations, and you could start getting some 3.0s. So you're starting to see that in the secondary market, even with some figures that have not yet been 2.0'd. There is a lot of attention on a lot of the innovation and uptick in artistry that you're getting from Hot Toys, with everything having just about rolling eyes function, with these head sculpts being absolutely blown out of this world, which is why you're getting so many otherworldly beings that are trying to take from under us these Hot Toys, get them on the wait list. They're entering the queue system. Gosh, they're trying to get them before any of us do on a lot of these. And look, speaking of the wait list, update on here as we pull this up onto the screen. So you can see here with the Spider-Man 3 Spider-Man. Look, this edition is already on the wait list. This is the collector edition. The exclusive is also on the wait list. The deluxe version has that low stock remaining warning still. And the deluxe version exclusive also has a low stock remaining warning as well. If you really want this figure and you've got the money to purchase this figure and you can budget for it, but you're just holding out thinking that this is going to get in stock or there's going to be a plethora of people just trying to unload the Spider-Man 3 Toby McGuire Spider-Mans, I would think again. This is going to be a figure that's going to go very, very hard within the secondary market. And what I mean by that is, from a collectability standpoint, it's going to be very, very highly sought after. And, just like you see the DX27 and DX28 for Star Wars, for instance, go for buku bucks, so will this. And just as you see the Toby McGuire from the No Way Home go for buku bucks, you're going to see this and go for it as well. You could see this Toby McGuire, without even the base, just going for, $375 from another outstanding seller with 106 feedback. All 100% positive and used. Wow. So over $400 for the regular version. And I dare say that this one over here, this Toby McGuire from Spider-Man 3 is just going to go hard. So don't sleep on that. Let's get an update here. I got Iron Man. You got quite a bit getting ready to hit the wait list. Low stock remaining warning. Let's blow it up for you on the screen here. For this Iron Man 2 quarter scale masterpiece that's expected to ship, sometime between the fourth quarter of this year and the first quarter of next year. But already, it's not even supposed to ship till well down the road, and it's already about to hit the wait list. This is just right in line to what has been happening with a lot of these figures, and I see no sign of it stopping. As a matter of fact, is it possible that these start hitting the wait list even sooner than we think? And I say, yes, I do. More and more announcements, less production of these announcements, with a ton of 2.0s, 3.0s, and the most exclusives and limited runs that are advertised than we've ever seen before in the history of Hot Toys, to be quite frank. But this is a cool one. This could be one of the better quarter scale figures of Iron Man out there. It has battle damage. It has rolling eyes function. It has the interchangeable battle damaged parts. It has multiple LED, not battery, LED light up areas. It's pretty damn cool. And this one can also be going hard. It's Iron Man. And say what you will, but this could be the cream of the crop of all the quarter scale Iron Mans that are out there, already getting a low stock remaining warning. Make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if this is the first time you're watching. Pause. We're going to get to the next one here. You're watching the Aries Tarrington Show. Cheers, baby. Keep drinking down the knowledge. Let's see what else we got here. So, Captain Enoch. A lot of hoopla when this came out. And now, low stock remaining warning. It's going to join, what is it, Marek or Malik, whatever that other one is. And is it possible that this is a sign that all the other Ahsoka line figures are about to also get a low stock warning and go on waitlist? And I say yes. I really, really do. But this one, blowing it up nice and big so you could see it, just about ready to go out. And listen, these troopers, whether it's the 501st or a lot of these other ones that have been coming out, they're just, nothing is immune. No figures are immune. Whether it's troopers of Toby McGuire, whether it's the Grand Inquisitor or Darth Vader, and whether it's Electro, Doc Ock, or Iron Man, or whatever you want to go ahead and say, they're all limited runs and hitting the wait list. If you wanted this figure, you're looking to get this figure. How do I think this will do in a secondary market? I mean, I think it'll do okay. I mean, it's a different figure. Even if you're not into the Ahsoka series, there's certainly collectors out there that are going to collect every type of trooper, whether they like the series or don't like the series or watched it or whatnot. That's like there's a lot of people that just want that Obi-Wan Mandalorian version of the Obi-Wan, whether they watch the Clone Wars or not, because it's Ewan McGregor and he's in Mandalorian armor, and the Mandalorian's hot, and it's different, and it's a limited run. And so you're going to get people that are going to collect this, even if they don't care for the series, just for the differentiation of having this type of trooper within their collection. For sure, you're going to have some of that. I think it's going to be... I mean, again, it's going to have demand because it's just about to go out. And this is another one that's not even due to come out until the fourth quarter of this year, maybe the first quarter of next year, which is still some time away. And you got more. And this is a hard one here, ladies and gentlemen. This is Batman. This is a 2.0. When we talk about these 2.0s, and this is going to be it. And I've been kind of warning you that this one was coming. And believe me, if they're going to go ahead and take a Ben Affleck rolling eyeballs Batman from Batman vs. Superman, and they're going to start putting a low stock remaining warning on this, you can bet your arse that all those other figures from the Ahsoka series, they're going to be going real quick too. Just saying, including Ahsoka. They're going to be gone fast. And right now you're seeing Batman, right now with this collector edition anyway, about to go. And this is a great head sculpt. You know, you got interchangeable hair sculpts and separate rolling eyeballs with this. So not only do you got the rolling eyeballs function, you got two different, hair sculpts with this. You know, as far as from the original one, it looks better proportionally. The head sculpt is just phenomenal. Interchangeable lower faces, which is usually the standard with these. I mean, it just looks like an excellent figure. And listen, it's Batman. And look at that head sculpt, gosh. I mean, it's next level. I mean, you could put this in a photo album and think that, Ben Affleck was over for the holidays. Maybe chowing down or drinking some of your fruit punch on Thanksgiving, or perhaps having some wizard juice. Gosh. I mean, low stock remaining warning on this version. Now, if you go to the deluxe, that does not have that yet, but trust me, just like with the DX27 and DX28, just like you saw with the Toby McGuire No Way Home Spider-Man, and you're starting to see it now with the Spider-Man 3, and I can go on and on and on and mick on. This one's going to happen, so if you wanted this figure, you may want to go ahead and secure it. It's not going to be a dog in the secondary market. It is a improved, a new and improved, 2.0 Batman. And I think, this is the second head sculpt also that we get from Ben Affleck. What was that, the MMS 456 or whatever? From the other figure that we have, the head sculpt. So, and I think that was pretty good, but this one's better. At least with the prototype, baby. It looks better. It looks way better. Another pause. Got to drink more down. Cheers to you. More on the low stock remaining morning. Black Manta. Right when we're about to get this, where I believe the Jason Momoa Artisan version of Aquaman, and probably a sculpted version as well. There goes Black Manta from the Lost Kingdom, Aquaman. And I do think we're also getting the Aquaman, the protagonist, not just the antagonist from this film. But listen, this one also has a low stock remaining warning for this DC piece here. It's about to go out. This is a ton right now. Black Manta, right here, about to go on waitlist. Batman, getting close to going on waitlist. Captain Enoch, getting close to going on the waitlist. Iron Man, the quarter scale from Iron Man 2, with that outstanding head sculpt, about to go on the waitlist. Of course, Spider-Man from Spider-Man 3, getting close to going on the waitlist. And of course, there's also Ashe here, and from the League of Legends. But this is a very nice looking figure, and she looks really, really good. And she's going to be looking at the waitlist here very, very shortly with this figure as well. I mean, so many of these are getting close to getting on the waitlist, and quite frankly, being sold out for sure when you're looking at these here. Let me know in the comments below what you think of all of this as we pull up everything on Sideshow coming up best-selling wise. And you can see right here Wolverine from the upcoming Wolverine and Deadpool movie. #1 figure is just, already spoke about that, outstanding. Of course, no surprise that Kit Fisto, we waited how long? Collectors for Kit Fisto. And you don't want to miss out on that one when it's time. And listen, speaking of Kit Fisto and a lot of the other ones that have been in the graveyard, if you will, pulling this up onto the screen. If you've been thinking about joining my channel, you like my intros, you see all the effort that I put in there, I'm going to be coming out with this Insider exclusive, this Insider's Extra from the crypt. Will others rise? You're going to have to join and watch this to see what I say. But listen, this is good stuff. All you've got to do is just click on the little join button, see everything that it comes with. If you want to go ahead and support me, which just does support me, and I appreciate your support, go ahead and do that. It's a very affordable price, and everything always helps out. And you'll be able to check this out and see what I think about everything that has been teased in the past. Is it going to be coming out? Is there a reason now with these low production numbers and these very, very low number exclusives as well, that they wouldn't come out with some of them? You're gonna have to tune in and check that out. But anyway, a little bit of a plug there. Let's go back to what we're seeing on the screen over here. And I told you that another Christian Bale Batman was going to be coming, and there you go. Christian Bale Batman, Kit Fisto, Wolverine, of course Darth Sidious. That's what rounds out your top 4 best-selling wise. Wolverine, Kit Fisto, Christian Bale, and Darth Sidious. Next line, the other version of Darth Sidious, which is already gone. Of course, the 2.0 Darth Maul, and another Spider-Man, which is almost gone, the Peter Parker black suit on the one version. So that's another Spider-Man that's going to be going. Of course, you see so many of these limited runs that are going. Imperial Commando, Iron Man Mark 7 as well. Of course, we've already talked about the Spider-Man from Spider-Man 3. Almost gone on so many of them. Waitlist open already on a couple of the other versions. Gosh. And you're looking at this here, and it's just all new. I mean, so many things are just going away and on the wait list. You can't get the Darth Vader from the Obi-Wan series anymore. You can get a Dark Empire Luke. You can get Revan. Obi-Wan from the Obi-Wan series is gone. That Batman is from Ben Affleck. We spoke about that. It's gone. You can't order the Obi-Wan from the Clone Wars anymore. General Kenobi, it's gone. Padme's gone. Han Solo's still there. How long is that? How long is this going to stay up? On here, the Batman Deluxe is gone. The regular The Batman is gone. So many of this stuff is gone. Michael Keaton Batman is gone. Whether it's the modern suit or the 89 Batman, so much. You can rest assured Balin Skull and Sabine Wren. Like I said, Ben Affleck's going. Toby McGuire's going. Natalie Portman's going. Those are definitely going very quick. For sure. It's very, very interesting here. How long will this Han Solo be up over here? I think we're going to get another Han Solo, an Artisan one, and even another sculpted one before the end of this year. I really, really do. I think we're going to get, just like we got another Luke. I really do see that with Harrison Ford. I also think we're going to get a younger Indiana Jones as well before the end of this year. Not just the one from the latest film. And whether it's a younger version from that same film, the latest installment of Indiana Jones, or something going back, which I'd love to see, whether it's from Raiders of the Lost Ark or the Temple of Doom or even The Last Crusade, or maybe a combination of both, that would be excellent, for sure. But yeah, we went over this last week, but just again, there's just so much stuff that's just, once these Ahsoka series figures, once they're gone, and there's not much up here that isn't already on the wait list, like this Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, or the Amazing Spider-Man from No Way Home, or this Mace Windu, or, of course, you got a lot of this other stuff that there seems to be a lot of stock on, like this Spider-Man integrated suit, or the Cable figure, or this Boba Fett repaint armor, or the Boba Fett 2.0, or Doctor Strange. They got plenty of those. Plenty of those. Iron Man Mark 5. Gosh. Plenty of those. Plenty of those open. But, yeah, that's what's going on over here. Ladies and gentlemen, for sure. And I want to talk about this. When you talk about upcoming, let's pivot to this right here. So, with everything that they're coming out with, and these very, very limited runs, there were some questions, when they went ahead and teased this with the IG-12. Oh, would there be enough interest for, a Bo-Katan in Artisan? Well, now that we know that some of these Artisans are 1,500, like that Gal Gadot Wonder Woman, Warner Brothers 100, first version, if you will, of that, and all these low numbers, the answers are a sounding yes. Of course they're going to come out with this. this other version of Bo-Katan. They're already showing it to you on here. If you would question it, you're really just kidding yourself at this point. You can call this one of your crypt ones, although I don't think it's that old yet to fall into that. But I expect this to be officially announced this year. And I think it's going to look really, really good. And yes, I definitely would be getting it. So far, I'm getting all the Artisans. They give me Bo-Katan, Katie Sackhoff, Artisan version. There's no doubt I'm going to go ahead and get that. And yeah, I mean, dudes and dudettes, I think this looks good. And yeah, there's your private artist out there that do such a phenomenal job. You know, I've seen some of these and others, but I like those, but I'm certainly going to get the official ones from Hot Toys, and just like official figures when Enoch comes out with them. Going to want the official licensed stuff for sure, and I'm definitely going to get her without question about it. But listen, this is coming. Make no mistake about it. You heard it right here from the 6 scale Cantina, that this Artisan version of Bo-Katan will be coming very, very soon to a queue system near you for sure, without question. Don't forget to go ahead and smash that like button as you're watching this. And, you know, bringing this up onto the screen, let's go ahead and talk about what's in the far right-hand corner, and that's Queen Amidala. And listen, they've got so many variations of Natalie Portman that they can go ahead and give us. Don't think that the 25th anniversary of the Phantom Menace ends with the reissue of the DX16, DX17 2.0. I don't think we've really gotten started with that yet. I do think we're going to get both Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon. And I think the Qui-Gon will also be available in an Artisan variation as well. But make no mistake about it, you're going to get Queen Amidala. I think you're going to get the one on the top right. This has Hot Toys written all over it. I've spoken about it before. This is the year to come out with these figures. Of course, you're going to get quite a few from Deadpool and Wolverine, and you're going to get probably some from the Acolyte. But listen, it's not enough. You're going to get a ton of old love, a ton of 2.0s, and you're going to get a lot more, I believe, from the Phantom Menace. Especially every figure that, from the characters, which were, I think, 4. Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan, Queen Amidala, Darth Maul, that were front and center of that new poster from that artist. His name is escaping me, but it's on StarWars.com for the 25th anniversary of the Phantom Menace. And I think you may be getting some other surprises from this, like a Jar Jar Binks. You know, whether you'd get Anakin, I think it all depends on their relationship, you know, with that actor, which, you know, they've had some issues with, all of them together, back and forth. But you never know how that can work out. But I do think you're going to get more from the Phantom Menace. I don't think that the power of the dark side is over by any way, shape, or form either for this year. And certainly just coming out, I don't think we're done with, I think we're going to get Ezra Bridger with the actor's head sculpt. I think we're going to get that officially announced. As some of these Ahsoka figures, you know, go ahead and hit the wait list. Listen, I don't always suck down the knowledge, but when I do, baby, I do it right here at the 6 scale Cantina. Stay thirsty, my friends.